Welcome to the video, guys. This is the part 2 of the game development tutorial. So in the last video we created a very basic text file and then we converted it into the HTML file, and we saw a simple of JavaScript, the command console.log, using which we posted a message hello world into the JavaScript console. So in this video we'll be starting with a simple of graphics, creating a canvas and understanding in brief the coordinates of the canvas. So let's start with the function window dot onload equals function starting brace and a ending brace. Okay, so what this function specifies is that when the window is loading and a bit is remaining, execute the line of code inside the braces. Okay, so what happens is now the message hello world will be posted after most of the part of the window is loaded and only a bit is remaining. Earlier what happened was the hello world was printed before the window was fully loaded. So this makes a significant difference when we'll be adding different widgets and different parts of our game. It will post the message before the whole window and all the widgets are loaded. So this function is vital. Now let's create the canvas using the canvas tag. Now notice over here that we are creating canvas into the HTML section, not the script section. Canvas id equals game canvas width, let it be 800, and height equals to 600. So 800 by 600 is a very standard size for your canvas. It is not too big and not too small for your mobile screens. Okay, so now a closing canvas tag right after the opening tag. Okay, so we are done with creating a canvas. Let's grab the canvas into the script tags. For that we need to create two variables, variable canvas semicolon and variable canvas context. We are not creating these variables into the window.onload functions. We are keeping it global so that we can use them in the other part of our code. Okay, so after creating the variables, let's create the canvas with canvas equals to document dot get element by id parentheses, single quotes or double quotes, it's your choice. Now the argument which will be going to pass, which is the id, will be game canvas, which we created in the canvas tag up over here. Okay, so let's put in game canvas. Let's define the dimension of our canvas in canvas context. Canvas context equals canvas dot get context parentheses 2D. The canvas we are creating will be a two-dimensional canvas semicolon. Now the very important thing, the color of a canvas. So canvas context will be using the fill style attribute, fill caps lock style. You need to be very consistent and particular about your caps lock because JavaScript is a case sensitive language. Okay, so fill style, let's put it black It's a standard color for your game canvas. And the most important, the coordinates of the canvas. So let's create canvas coordinates, canvas context, filled rect, the short form for filled rectangle, parentheses, and the coordinates 0, 0, canvas dot width, canvas dot height. Okay, so let's save our file and refresh the browser. Okay, so we have successfully created a canvas which is 800 by 600 pixels. So now let's understand the code deeply. Okay, so canvas context dot filled rect 0, 0. 0 is the x coordinate and the second 0 is for the y coordinate. The canvas dot width will be replaced by the number 800 which we have defined in the canvas tag, and canvas dot height will be replaced by the number 600. Okay, so let's have a brief understanding of the coordinates. So what happens over here is, unlike the classical maths, the x coordinate increases to the right, but with the y coordinate it increases from top to bottom. So the width of the canvas is 800 from the left and 600 from the top. Over here the y axis will be increasing from top to bottom. So let me create another rectangle to make you understand that. Just copy and paste it one more time. Okay, so let's just change the color to red, and let's have this rectangle from 100 pixels from the right and 200 pixels from the top, 50 pixels wide and 25 pixels tall. Save and refresh the browser. Okay, so we have a rectangle over here which is 100 pixels from the right and 200 pixels from the top, and is 50 pixels wide and 25 pixels tall, the half of the width. Okay, so let's change the dimension over here, just make it 300 and save and refresh. So now you can see the change. The rectangle has moved down by 100 pixels more. So as I told you, in this graph, in game graphics, your y-axis increases from top to bottom.